We are good
I
to
was
go.
just trying to give you different volume levels so that you could
Yes,
have
that
people. And now spawning on Cloud Kingdom in the lower left-hand side, we have Heartland Hitmans, Rarebear the Protoss, and in the upper right-hand side, oh my god, PvP, we have Heartland Hitmans, Daedalus. This is going to be something special. Now, tell me, real quick, I am casting uh, with Evertras right now, who plays all races. What do you think about people going to heartlandstarcraft.com?
I think that is the smartest decision of their life. I mean, we should have an infomercial showing people that you get the black and white picture of somebody getting a mortal rush, just looking disgusted at their screen, and if you go to heartlandstarcraft.com, you will go and meet all of us and meet people that are willing to help and help you improve.
And that is absolutely correct. You will find people like uh, Evertrust right here who plays random. What, platinum? Are you
Platinum
platinum?
random. That is what the league says.
Jesus.
I don't know if I believe it.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm not sure that I believe that you can actually pull that off. But you are a very, very smart catcher. You are a very smart player. And I pray to God that I never have to play against you. And we get the probe kiss. We get the probe kiss. Oh, dear
That was the
Lord.
kiss of death right there.
And we are going to check out a gateway going down for Rarebear right here.
And it does look like things are going to be pretty mirrored again. Daedalus went in a PvP, and if somebody in the chat can remind me who it was against, I'm terrible at remembering names. I've actually been we've been bouncing around um, from game to game. We're not focusing on a single series. We're just going to a game, try a different bracket, go to a different bracket again and again and again. Get a huge variety, get everyone on the stream, and so there have been quite a few games already casted so far. And Daedalus did a PvP in which oh, it was Spork. That was it. It was against Spork. Excuse me. Spork eventually just kind of out-econned him, and Daedalus held on for a little while with a smaller army, but it was actually a pretty big macro game, which is surprising in PvP.
Indeed, and now apologies. Allergies apparently have hit me here down in the Midwest. Now we do have a tickle fight going on up at Daedalus base, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Cybercore finally going down. Another gateway. What do you think we're going to see out of this? Because
Well, usually all PvP starts off with one opening against another opening, and both of them are going for 2 gates, and it depends on what their next tech structure is, and neither of them have actually put one down yet. But on the other hand, we have seen Rarebear with 1 gas, and we have Daedalus with 2 gas, but only 2 probes in each gas. So he's just kind of going for...
style.
Yeah, and he's going for 4 probes worth of gas, which is just enough to do some sort of a timing. And from what I've seen of Daedalus, he has some nasty little timings up his sleeve. So we'll see. I would be surprised if he doesn't throw down either a Robo or a Twilight Council or something very soon.
I think a Robo would probably be the best idea for.
And there's the Twilight Council. So we are going to see a Twilight Council, and with all that extra gas, he might.
I'm
He
sorry.
did
Go ahead.
He in the last PvP with Daedalus versus Spork, Daedalus went for Blink Stalkers, so he might be going for that build again.
You know, I really think that's a sick move, and that is definitely what these guys need to do.
Yeah, Blink Stalkers. Actually, on this map in particular, the last map was Daybreak, on which the main base has a huge, huge dead airspace that is impossible for a Blink Stalker to get across. But here, if you can get some sort of high ground vision, either through a hallucination or an observer, you can blink up right into the main very easily. But it's not going to be that. It's actually going to be DTs. All the way in the top right.
Oh man, all those
But
DTs. Now, keep in mind, I do actually have your vision going on, but Do you think? I mean, DTs, is that the answer? I mean, is that
It's a
PvP
gamble.
answer?
It's a gamble for sure. And with this Robo, that's a gamble that might not um, actually pay off because this observer that should be coming out shortly will negate that quite hard.
Proxy Pylon going down for. Oh, that wasn't proxy. Excuse me. That was a defense for a base by Rarebear, which was definitely a sick move. Down in lower left.
So he is looking to expand, which
Absolutely, and he needs to. I think against Daedalus, who is no joke.
well, the thing
That
is,
is
with those
no joke.
DTs, oh, and the DTs are now doing damage. There's no observer here. The observer just finished, I believe. Yes, okay, he can see those DTs. So the DTs are in, but they're not going to do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, Daedalus not happy with this fact either.
Gah,
Yeah.
bah.
The thing is, though, DTs, even if they're spotted, they still do absurd amounts of damage. They just love stabbing you in the face.
You know, I feel like, and I would like your opinion on this as a guy who plays random all the time, Evertras, real quickly, how do you feel about the idea that all races immediately should get, as soon as possible, some sort of detection? Now, we're seeing, and the reason I bring this up is because this observer for Rarebear is helping him do some serious work against that DT rush, and obviously you're gonna see, swarm host or some such burrowed thing by the Zerg. So, what do you feel about what time do you think, or maybe what timing do you think? I guess
It really depends a lot on the matchup and what your build is aiming to achieve. If your build is going to hit before, say, a Cloak Banshee or a DT can physically be at your base, then you don't need detection because there's just literally no point to it. But if you're doing a build that is vulnerable to that, you have to have some kind of a backup plan in that regard. Whether it's being able to make a Spore Crawler or scouting ahead enough to know that you need detection with some sort of scout of just any sort. That's really the key. Is just knowing if you need it and having a real firm idea of what your build is meant to do and the timings of that build.
So it's completely a scout dependent.
To an extent, yes.
Coming out.
Well, if you do, say, to use an extreme example, a 2 barracks and 11-11 rush, and that just literally cannot, and you're up against a Terran, and you're worried, oh, do I need like a Raven for Cloak Banshees? Well, no, because you're just going to go up and kill him in like the first 3 minutes of the game. And so for that, you don't need detection. And so a build that's very early pressure, or just some sort of an early attack, you don't really need to worry about it so much, just because it's physically impossible for something to be out that quick. On the other hand, if you're doing more defensive play, then yes, you definitely need some sort of detection up, and you need some kind of contingency plan to be able to deal with any sort of cloaked units. But I do want to get back to this game really quick. Daedalus has expanded before Rarebear.
A little bit, yeah. Rarebear did drop that expo right as we were discussing all of that funness about timings.
And I also want to point out
we are going to have a fucking hell of a fight here. Go ahead.
Oh, that Time Warp is actually doing a huge amount of damage, keeping those Zealots back. All that move commands, attack, but it might not be enough.
And see, yeah, that Time Warp is going to slow those Zealots down, I believe, even charge lots, but they still get in, and they
the charge is really the saving grace of that attack.
Serious. Oh, absolutely, and they are doing some serious work.
But, Daedalus is now up against 2 Immortals and a bunch of Stalkers. That hallucinated Archon was interesting, but the Observer was able to see that it was, in fact, hallucinated. So Daedalus losing a lot in that attack. He's going to need to defend the counter push that might be coming up very shortly. Or not. Alright, Rarebear is going to sit back, macro up, he's fended off an army, but the thing is, he's actually a little bit behind in terms of actual economy.
Who's this, Rarebear?
Rarebear, yes, Rarebear is a little bit behind on probes, his expansion was later, so Daedalus is now in the lead. Despite having a smaller army, he can replenish it more quickly.
I think at this point, Daedalus should just cannon rush Rarebear. Fuck it.
Is that your answer to everything? Just cannons? Alright, yeah. I can get behind that.
You know,
no, actually, well, cannons might actually save him with this. Oh, the cannon's not quite done, but he's going to need something to stop this push, and cannons are actually going to be an answer. The problem is that investment in cannons is not going to help him do a counter push or any pressure of any kind, but it will at least help with this
going down real quick, and that is a wide-ass ramp.
It is, but those cannons just finished, and the force fields can tighten it back up.
But those cannons are going to hold off. Now let's see if we can get a little bit of extra cannon action out of Daedalus. Now, not a cannon rush now. Understand that was, you know...
The cannon defense. This is the polar opposite of the cannon rush.
Oh, absolutely. Now, understand my 8-minute cannon rush is about the same as my 10-minute 6-spool, so... Right?
We only have pro strats here at Heartland Hitman.
Only
pros.
We do. Ladies and gentlemen, we also like to have fun. So, let's see what we have.
This mothership core is way out of position. It's going to get sniped off.
And that mothership core is getting tooled up nice and proper like by
on
Daedalus.
The wrong side of the tracks there. Alright, and Rarebear has finished Blink, actually, and Daedalus has Blink on the way as well, but it will be a bit behind, but they're now kind of in a standoff position, so it doesn't really matter on the timing so much.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, I'm going to fall back to Husky saying that if you are not going to micro your army, you go charge a lot. You are going to charge a lot.
Surcharge a lot.
Indeed, surcharge a lot. And
actually, this DT down here just went through that entire army with an observer over it because of a move command. And, the blink away, getting the high ground, but all those zealots are just going to start ripping through those immortals that cannot blink away. And with the DT coming in, I don't think the DT actually made it. Never mind, the point is, a lot of stuff for Rarebear just died.
And they are going to die. Wow.
So Daedalus, actually, with that earlier expansion in the superior economy, Rarebear didn't take the chance to counterattack. And, this DT has gotten in. He's gotten 17 kills.
Oh, hero
Oh
DT.
My god.
Hero DT. Oh god.
Hero DT.
Get another. Oh, those shields
that just sealed the game right there, I believe.
Sick.
Oh, there's the new observer coming in. DT has been taken out, but a ton of damage has been done, and Rarebear was behind an economy before, and now it is just rock bottom. This is the capital of unemployment right there.
Thanks, Obama.
All those probes saying thanks, Obama, not killing that Dark Templar.
Exactly, and those probes just
lots of charge. The problem is, he can't quite get up, but he doesn't really need to. He can take a third base behind this. He can do just about whatever he wants. He could throw down a couple Stargates, build some Void Rays. Rarebear is in a really tough spot now.
The time to expand is definitely behind a push like this. I mean,
absolutely.
This is completely... Oh, dear God, that is a lot of fucking stalkers.
That is...
Excuse my language. I didn't even know that I knew how to speak French, but wow. That
is quite... Those stalkers are actually doing a lot of damage up on that high ground. He needs some vision up there. He can do a hallucination of a phoenix with that sentry, and that will actually give him air vision. But I'm not sure if that's come to mind just yet. And that high ground is really keeping Rarebear in this game, but I'm not sure how much longer he can last.
That is a lot of stalkers.
Oh, the blink down!
Oh, dear Lord.
Very gutsy blink down, but that may have been the wrong move.
Oh, and the Immortals on the high ground. On the high ground. Watch the Immortals. Let's see.
They are taking out some Stalkers, but all these Zealots.
Some of this. Oh, dear Lord, the blink up to kill the Immortals, and the Immortals are about to go down.
And there's the GG.
Oh, man. The GG from Daedalus.
Definitely an entertaining PvP. That was really about the expansion timing and Rarebear letting Daedalus get back into the game, because Daedalus definitely had the better economy and was able to replenish that army even if he was weaker for just a little bit longer.
That was such a sick game. Alright,
we're going to leave this party.